Alright, we're going to talk about compression in the case of a live broadcast of Soundscape sounds. So this is a case where there isn't voice or instruments or anything of that nature playing. This is just raw sound from the outside world that's being picked up on microphones and streamed over networks like Locusonus. So I'm going to use a recorded example just so I can compare the results of the effects, in this case of compression, and using the software Reaper. So you can find the effects by clicking on the FX on the track that you have open, and you can add the effects. They're listed under Cocos for just the basic compressor that comes with Reaper, which is fine to use. And I already have it loaded here. So first I have this red of the FX shows that the compressor right now is being bypassed, so we're hearing the sound without the compressor. Just to give you an example. Here's the levels, about -30. And then later on there's this louder moment. So the flapping of the wings of the ruffed grouse peaks about -7. So we could boost this by 7 dB, but we don't necessarily know that grouse is coming later on, and how loud exactly it will be. So we might end up boosting it by 8 or 9 and then going into distortion. So to avoid that, we can use a compressor, because what a compressor does, it holds the peaks or limits their how much it increases to them, and then in turn it raises the background sounds. So I can raise how much it boosts the background sounds by lowering the threshold. Oops, let's put this on. There we go. Hear the difference. Let's just compare -25 without the compressor, -31, so around 6 dB increase, and now with the okay, let's hear that again. Or if I add more threshold, so when I add more threshold, we get a kind of pumping effect. So instead, you back it off so there's less of that when the loud sound comes in. doesn't sound as good as the real one, but it helps in a situation where you're running a bit blind. But it seemed to allow me to boost the quieter moments by 10 dB and the louder moment at 7 dB. So it just sort of backed off enough instead of doing everything globally. And then you can fine-tune the response with the attack and the release. But the main areas to be concerned about are the threshold and the ratio, and then have the auto makeup on and the limiter on, which will keep it from going over. All right, that's a little demo of compression.